now we have reached where I can start to perform the third chemical reaction in front of you. And the third chemical reaction is a typical displacement reaction. What is the typical displacement reaction? The theory says that in a displacement reaction, a more reactive metal will displace a less reactive metal. This is your more reactive metal iron, and this is your less reactive metal copper. And the less reactive metal has to be taken in the form of a salt solution, and that salt solution we have taken here is of copper, is your less reactive, so copper sulfate, which is very common salt, blue color salt. We have taken the solution of copper sulfate, and they will react, but the reaction rate of the reaction means the reaction जो कि बहुत slow जाएगी. So then after the reaction, what new substances are forming, because it is a chemical reaction, surely some new substances will form, and this is your another salt, and that salt is your iron sulfate. What happens that the iron, which is more reactive, displaces copper from its salt solution, which is the less reactive metal, and goes at the place of copper and becomes iron sulfate. The copper sulfate is blue in color, and this iron sulfate appears green in color. Then copper will go where? Then copper will settle over the iron, and then the iron nail we have taken in the form of pure iron, and that iron nail will be, when we will take out, it will appear reddish brown. This is the theory of the experiment. आप देख सकते हैं कि हमने टेस्ट ट्यूब में ब्लू कलर का कॉपर सल्फेट सोल्यूशन लिया, एंड देन व्हाट आई विल डू दैट आई विल टेक अ आयरन नेल. बॉयज, दिस इज द, बिकॉज द थ्योरी सेज दैट you have to take the pure substance, pure metal in which is pure metal will be a reactive metal, more reactive metal will be taken in the pure form, और इसको आयरन को pure form में लिया गया, and that iron nail will be kept inside the copper sulfate solution slowly. We have tied the iron nail, cleaned iron nail, because if it is rusted you will clean it from your some sandpaper etc., and when the all the rust is removed, then only you will place it inside the copper sulfate solution. But the reaction will go slowly, it will not give you fast result like the previous reaction has given you. So here we will have to wait and watch. Some standing time is required here, and we will definitely provide that standing time. And after 5 minutes again we will see what is the result of this chemical reaction, which is your displacement reaction. The next experiment that will be performed just now in the lab will be your double displacement reaction, boys. And in this double displacement reaction, we are taking two salt solution, aqueous solution of two salt, that is your barium chloride and sodium sulfate. Both are the salts of highly reactive metal, that is your barium and sodium. And when they will combine vigorously, very fast chemical reaction will go. ये slow नहीं है, बहुत ज़्यादा fast chemical reaction है. And when it will combine, you will see that within second the result will be achieved, and you will see that the whole solution is appearing now white in color, and that white color is because of the formation of an insoluble substance, which is your barium sulfate. But apart from barium sulfate, one invisible substance also is present in the reaction, and that is another salt, and which is your common salt. You know that the common salt is highly soluble in water, and that is why it will not look from your naked eye, because it will remain in the dissolved state. And the type of the chemical reaction is your double displacement reaction. What is the theory of double displacement reaction? That two reactive salts will chemically combine to form two more salt, in which one will be soluble salt and another will be insoluble salt. So we are taking a dry and empty test tube. It is very important, and it is one of the very important precaution in this chemical reaction, that we always take a very clean apparatus, because these salts are reactive. If you will not clean the apparatus, if the apparatus is not, then the substances which are already present in the test tube will react, and it will not give the result. And this is your barium chloride bottle, where the aqueous solution of barium chloride has been taken, and you will see very clearly, because the solution will combine chemically very fast. So I am giving some around 10 ml of the barium chloride in the I have transferred around 10 ml of barium chloride in the test tube. It has been done, and now what I will do, that I will take another salt solution, which is your sodium sulfate solution. And for that, what is the precaution here? That you choose another dropper here, because if you choose the same dropper to take all the chemicals, then the chemicals will be spoiled. and that is why these are the precautions we must take always in the chemistry lab while performing the experiment. This is your what? Sodium sulfate, and sodium sulfate is getting added now. You just watch it carefully that what happens now, and it is converting into a white substance. I told you that the reaction will be very fast, and I was right. You can see that the chemical reaction has taken place where the white substance is forming. What is the nature of this white substance? It is insoluble. Now it is looking colloidal solution, boys, but it is actually a suspension. When you will see that after some time, I will give it some time to settle, and after watching it, then you will see that this white substance settle at the bottom, and above the white substance, that is a precipitate. Precipitate is what? It is an insoluble formation during a chemical reaction. So that precipitate will settle at the bottom, and above it you will see that the transparent solution will be achieved, and that transparent solution is just not water, but it is the solution of sodium chloride and water, because you know that the common salt is also forming, which is highly soluble salt. So soon you will see, just give it some time to settle. Now we are coming back to the previous experiment in which we have done the displacement reaction from the substances copper sulfate and iron, and now I am going to show you the result. You can see that the blue color substance is going towards the greener side, and it is the blue color is fading. More the time will be provided, the better the result will be achieved. And when we take out this iron nail, earlier it was grey. Can you see that it is looking purely reddish brown, and this reddish brown is what? It is the deposition of the copper particles over the iron nail. Iron nail was more reactive. It has displaced this copper sulfate solution. इससे कॉपर को डिस्प्लेस करा देता है, और कॉपर सल्फेट से कॉपर डिस्प्लेस करके मूव कहाँ करती है, तो वो दैट सेटल्स ओवर द आयरन नेल, एंड विच इज वेरी क्लियर हियर. So again we are keeping it inside the solution also, because more the time will be provided, the better the result will be achieved. That I am again saying. Can you see that the white substance has started settling at the bottom, and above it we are getting the towards transparency, because this white substance is barium sulfate. Try to identify it. This is a salt which is your barium sulfate, and above it this is a solution of sodium chloride and water. So this is the fourth chemical reaction that we have performed in the sequence and successfully performed. So I am going to conclude my today's practical class by performing a physical change. It is not a chemical reaction like the previous ones. What I am going to do, that I will remove the water of crystallization from a salt, because every salt is evaporated to form the crystals, and when it forms crystals, some water molecules remain attached with the salt, and they give the color to the salt. Just like in this case also, copper sulfate is evaporated to form the geometrical crystals, shiny blue crystals of the copper sulfate, and that looks very bright blue. We call it Prussian blue color. So when we will take that copper sulfate salt in the test tube and we will heat it, slowly what will happen, that the water will start getting dry, and at every 100 degrees Celsius, achievement of every 100 degree temperature, you know that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees. So the water of crystallization will break its bond from the your copper sulfate. Lattice energy जो है वो टूटेगी, और उसके टूटने से जो है वाटर जो है इवेपोरेट होगा, और धीरे धीरे आप देखेंगे कलर चेंज हो रही है. तो यहाँ ब्लू है, और when it will one water molecule will be removed at 100 degrees Celsius, and then it will become sky, because one has been removed, and now it is only CuSO4 4H2O. When we will further keep it heating, and suppose that you have heated it till 500 degrees Celsius, तो पांचों water molecule जो है वो निकल जाएगी, and then in the last you will find that the white crystal of the copper sulfate has been found in the crystal, not powdery form, because the crystal, when the crystal will be crystal will form only with the water of crystallization. As soon as the water of crystallization is removing, then the crystal will also deform, and it will convert into powder, and that is your copper sulfate, simple salt, and it is white in color. So I have taken this copper sulfate crystal in this test tube, and then I will heat it. This is the blue color crystal, and I have switched on the flame and I will heat it. I am starting heating the salt crystals, but heating will be done with a typical way. You will not heat it just like keeping it erect, but you will tilt it. Why? Because when the copper sulfate will get heated, it will lose its water of crystallization, and the water of crystallization will be evaporated, and in the upper part of the test tube what will happen, boys, that it will condense, because the upper part of the test tube is what? It is considerably colder. So the water evaporated water will condense in the upper part. You can see that it is looking condensed, and then again it will fall down if we keep it in this position. So we have to discard that water, and that is why we have kept it tilted, so that the water that is getting evaporated and condensed will fall down from the test tube, and we can make it anhydrous. So slowly you will find that the water will be removed, and with the removal of the water, the color will be also changing from blue towards the white. You can see that the part of the copper sulfate which was in the contact of the heat is turning towards the white. You can see it. And we will keep it heating for some time, and then you will get the result. But the heating will not be a continuous one, otherwise a strong heating will break the this apparatus which is test tube, and that is why we do it with lots of precaution. You can see it is changing into whitish side. Only you have to heat it. Heating will be done with a carefulness, that heating must discard the water from the test tube, and then only the salt will become anhydrous, and it will continue around to 5 minutes time will be taken to make it totally anhydrous, and it looks very interesting when the salt from blue towards white goes. And then we will reverse it also, because you know that every physical change are reversible in nature. That is why we will reverse it, and in front of you I will reverse it, and you will see that again the white salt has converted into change into blue salt by gaining the water of crystallization. Now you can see that the maximum of the salt has turned from blue towards white, and now I am in position to again make it blue by reversing the change, because it is just a physical change. At around at 500 degrees Celsius, all the salt, all the water particles which are the water of crystallization are removed, and then the salt becomes purely dry and anhydrous by losing its water of crystallization. Now the anhydrous salt has been taken in your watch glass, and what I am doing, just see very carefully that within second you will see that it is again becoming hydrated by gaining the water of crystallization. You can see that again it has become blue. So this is the final experiment where we have reversed the physical change, and we have proved that it only the physical change, not the chemical change. Boys.